Bonjour, everyone. We are live. This is Sylvie with Beauty. Welcome. I am in New York City, and we have tonight the pleasure to welcome Virginia Stone. Hey, Virginia.
Hello.
And Virginia is in Canada, so we love Canada. So tonight we're going to talk about one thing, which is amazing, which is called Virginia Stone, and Virginia Stone herself is going to talk to us about it. So real quick, because this is a very interesting story altogether. So Virginia Stone is a brand that comes from an idea by Mrs. Virginia Stone herself. She has a fantastic personal story because she was a lawyer. She worked in accounting, and at some point she decided that she had all these ideas in her head, and visualizing a line, and more than visualizing a line from an artistic perspective, but it is very artistic too and very technical. So tonight we're going to talk about her line, how she came to it. It took time. It's still taking time. She's not fully launched yet, which is an amazing opportunity for you guys to discover this fantastic and very, very unusual product I can show you on screen, which is a stone, Virginia Stone. So it's a stone packaging, and you have this eye cream, this amazing eye cream in it, and everything is so beautiful. So luxury, totally luxury. So I'm gonna leave the floor to Virginia, but before we get there, I want to say a few things about Virginia herself, and she's gonna actually talk about it herself a little bit better. She's obviously the founder and CEO of Virginia Stone. She's also a certified nutritionist and herbologist, so she knows a lot about that, whatever goes inside the body and inside those formula, and a holistic therapist. So she has a ton of hats and a ton of things that she knows. And what I want to say, and I'm going to have it on screen for you guys to know and not forget about it, there's a special promo that's going to go until Sunday night. It's really going to be about a special price on this amazing and brand new product. So I am done talking. No, actually, I have one last thing I want to say. If you guys want to ask questions, and I hope you're going to have ask Virginia a ton of questions, it's either from the comment bar that is at the bottom right on your screen if you're on our website, or the comment section on Facebook. Ask us question. I'm going to pull them and bring them up for Virginia. So we are ready to go. Virginia, this is you, and I'm going to let you talk, and I'll be back with questions, and questions that I may ask myself also, because it's a fascinating story. So your turn. Bye now.
All right. Thank you so much. Hello, and I welcome everybody who's joining us today and investing your incredibly valuable time here listening to us. So I will introduce myself first. My name is Virginia Stone. I am the CEO and the founder and the master formulator of our sustainable luxury brand, Virginia Stone. Just to clarify, I was not a lawyer, but I did study criminal law, and then I went towards my CGA. And that is where I was in my late teens, early 20s before I decided to go into naturopathic medicine. So I did go and do my first couple years of naturopathic medicine, which then led me into getting certified in areas like nutrition, kinesiology, herbology, botany, homeopathy. And then I was so fascinated, I started delving deeper into Chinese healing methods, Ayurvedic medicine, and I started to realize that my passion truly lied in the skin. And I wanted to come out and prove that you could create an exceptional product that was both healthy and natural, but also that gave you that very luxurious experience and that gave back and was fully sustainable. So that is Virginia Stone. Virginia Stone is a multi-award winning sustainable luxury brand. We're on the cutting edge and very innovative within our space, and we are challenging the industry and what we have been taught over the last 50 years. I just simply believe it has been wrong, and that somebody needed to come out and offer a new, fresh approach and a new concept to how we take care of our skin. So that will lead me into the one thing that makes us incredibly unique in this industry, and that is what we are being termed as the tone factor. So for 20 years, I have believed that skin tone is the absolute most important factor to consider and look into when designing a skincare formula. Your skin tone is going to determine how we're going to create this product, what we're going to put into it, the different raw materials, how active the formula can be based on your unique skin personality. So your unique skin personality varies depending on your skin tone. If you are fair skin, as we all know, there are some really basic traits to fair skin tones, like sensitivity. You tend to respond more to active ingredients. Sun protection is an absolute must. The skin just can't handle the sun the way that medium and dark skin tones can. Dark skin tones actually are born with a natural SPF right in their skin. So these are things I all have to take into account when I'm building you your formulas for your skin. And that is how I achieve optimal performance-driven results. So we have 3 avant-garde skin tone collections right now. And I just launched my first product in each skin tone. That is Eyes. Our Eyes product has been launched in Kavesi, which is for fair skin tones, Juchy for medium, and Odaja for dark skin tones. So I'm going to just give you a little glimpse because I have been told that a lot of people are fairly confused about our packaging and how it's displayed. So this is Juchy. So this is my skin tone, obviously. Now this is our exterior award-winning packaging. We actually just won Best Design and Packaging out of the UK and Europe. And I will have to say we actually beat out L'Oreal. That was probably the highlight of launching this packaging. So this is where your Luxador is housed. Now the Luxador is a passion project of mine that I invested over 4 years of my life creating, designing, and trying to find manufacturing for. This is stone. So we are plastic free, which was always an absolute for me. I did not want to add to the problem of plastic in this world and in our environment. And since I couldn't find an option, I decided the best thing to do was to create one by myself. So this unique little container is made with nothing more than hemp fibers, water, limestone, sand, and recycled content. It takes very little resources to make this package, which is key because we blow through a lot of natural resources just producing our packaging. Secondly, it's incredibly easy to recycle. As you know, plastic and glass are very hard on the environment, and they're incredibly hard and time-consuming to recycle, and a lot of the times they don't actually end up getting recycled. So that was what this was meant to do, was replace those packaging options and offer a truly sustainable packaging that could fit into the circular economy concept. Now, this was one of the tough things that we had to create was, how do you seal stone? So you just twist off your lid, and it's got magnets, which actually help it so that it doesn't get air inside the package, and it prevents it from oxidizing. And another beautiful thing about stone is it actually controls the temperature of your cream. So it's helping protect this very highly active formula. It is keeping it cool. It is preventing oxidation. It is refrigerating it. So it's actually making sure that the temperature is not constantly fluctuating like it does in plastic and glass, especially if you live somewhere warm. It protects it from UV rays, which actually damage your formula, and it actually renders the formula inactive if it's exposed too much to sun. So, introducing Juchy. Now, let's get into another thing that makes what I do incredibly unique. You'll notice when you receive one of these products that you have probably never seen a consistency like this or a formula like this. This eye cream was designed to be the only eye cream that you need. I don't believe in layering. I don't believe in multi-steps around the eyes. The skin is your largest organ. It breathes, and it absolutely needs to continue breathing throughout the day. And the more layers you put onto your skin, the more you're suffocating it, like putting a plastic film over top of it. And that's just not healthy, and that's going to cause a variety of other skin conditions. So this product, we call it a 3-in-1, but it's actually an all-in-one product. Your cream, your serum, your tonic are all in here, whipped together into a beautiful, creamy, what feels like, I would say, whipped cream consistency. And this breaks down. So all you need is a little application of heat, and it turns right into a liquid serum. Now this serum, even though it's rich and it's creamy and it's dense, and it actually has 0 water in it, is not sticky, it's not tacky. It leaves the skin intensely hydrated, but without being greasy. So it just leaves it with this beautiful silky feel. So this, like I was discussing with you, this cream also has anti-pollution benefits. It also has your natural sun protection. As we all know with SPFs, I have heard it 1,000 times. People cannot stand how SPF runs into their eyes, especially if you're out and you're in the ocean and you're surfing, or you're an athlete and you're sweating, it burns. So this formula has actually been designed to not burn. You can stick it in your eyes and you can quite literally eat it. So my formulas are created with completely premium food grade ingredients because your skin absorbs everything. And a lot of scientists will say it absorbs more than 70% of what you put on it. So if you're putting something on your skin, you have to start to look at it as a way of nourishing and feeding your skin. And we all know we don't want to be putting toxic chemicals or water diluted ingredients on our face. We want real nourishment. So when I create my formulas, they're like a really hearty pot of soup. So with my nutritional background, I became very convinced that when you make an eye cream, that eye cream should be giving you all your vitamins, your minerals, the nutrients that you need. And it needs to be layered just like our diet does. So it should include all of those things. Now we do have 50 ingredients in every one of our formulas minimum. And in a industry right now that's really touting clean, simple formulas, we are quite the opposite. We do believe in clean formulas, but I don't believe in simple. Even though carrots are incredibly healthy for you and honey, you're not going to eat nothing but carrots and honey for breakfast, lunch, and dinner without getting incredibly ill. So same thing with your skin. Let's give it the vitamins it needs, a balanced, nutritious diet. We have everything from roots to resins, to leaves, to flowers, from some incredibly healing exotic plants from all over the world that are giving you that nourishment, which is actually giving us incredible results with those who have used our eye cream. What else? Okay, so let's get into my process, which is yet another way that I differentiate myself within the industry. Everything is slow cooked. It's food grade. You need to keep your raw materials highly active. Overheating a formula is going to render it dead, just like your food. You never want to overheat it. You want to keep it active as long as you can. You want to protect all of those healing abilities that those plants have, and we want to make sure that it gets delivered into your skin. So we slow cook in very small batches, and we do it made to order. So we don't do pick and pack. We do not have shelves of thousands of units that are aging before you get it. So when you get a cream, it is incredibly fresh and highly active. And we should probably discuss for just a minute preservation, because preservation is quite a heated topic in our industry right now. A lot of people are either on one side or the other. They love it and they promote it and they use it, And then others say that it's very toxic and very bad for you and that you shouldn't preserve products. I have a very strong stance on this, and I believe you absolutely need to preserve products. You need to be responsible as a formulator, and you need to make sure that these products are not going bad while consumers are using them. So what a lot of consumers don't realize is they think once they see mold or fungus or some growth on their product that it's just turned, but in truth, it's turned months before you actually ever saw any growth on it. So it is key to protect those raw materials and ingredients and to give your clients a properly preserved product. Now, that being said, I am very much against chemical preservation systems, and I have spent over a decade perfecting my trade secret, which is my preservation system. And I do believe that this is incredibly new to the industry, and I've been told it cannot be done, but we have achieved it finally. And I am able to, with food grade, natural raw materials, create a preservation system that is giving our products a 3-year shelf life. So you don't have to worry with our products. They are preserved, but they're preserved naturally. And as I said, it's edible, and that is rare. It's very rare that you can eat your eye cream or that your eye cream doesn't cause reactions to sensitivity or burn or sting. And I have jammed many a product in my eyes to test it. So this is something that's key to me, is that if you're going to put it on your skin, you should be able to eat it, ideally, because you are eating it. You're just eating it in a very different way, and it's going directly to your bloodstream. Hello.
Yeah, I have actually a question to add to this. Very interesting point about preservation. But how about once you open it, how long can you keep it safe, and the efficacy of the product? Because this is also something that we look at in cosmetics.
Yeah. So it's 3 years from the date I formulate. I'm actually currently at this exact moment in time using a product that I made in 2017. From one of my very first batches. It is on my face right now. It's not only on my eyes, it's on my entire face, and it's on my chest as well, which is absolutely key. I put my eye cream everywhere, all the way down to here. So you got a 3-year shelf life. Once you open it, it's about a 2-year shelf life, but this can alter depending on where you live, the humidity, what your eye cream is being exposed to. I know none of us do this, but if you were to go out gardening and not wash your hands and stick them in your eye cream, that's going to shorten your lifespan a bit by sticking other outside components in it. But I think we all wash our hands and our face before we apply our creams. So I like to say, when you get it, use it, because it's going to, in time, become less active, less potent. You can't prevent that. Every time you expose it to the air, that is happening. So I don't like to stop product. I don't like to say, oh, well, try 10 at once. Buy your cream, use it. Use it while it's highly active and while it's going to be able to give you the results you're looking for.
Yeah. Can I pull up some questions, because this is going with your talking, very interesting point that you're making, and I'm going to pull up this one from Andrea about the difference in skin tones. How is it different, especially around the eye, because this is a product for the eye? Can you explain a little bit more what your findings are about that?
Of course. Hello, Andrea. Thank you for your question. This is a very common question, and I've received this hundreds of times, which is, why does it matter with the eyes? And the truth is, the eyes are the most important part on your face, and I would argue to say the most important part on your body to protect and take care of. Our eyes are what show our age. Secondly would be your neck. So the eyes are absolutely and should be your number one focus when protecting the skin. So I've made what I believe to be the very best eye cream I can make to do exactly that. It's going to protect you from pollution damage. It's going to protect you from UV damage. It's going to protect you from blue light damage. It also helps with circulation, which aids in diminishing inflammation, bags, dark circles. which I have been struggling with as a medium skin tone woman my whole life because I do have asthma. I have severe allergies, so I literally have dark circles under my eyes, it seemed like every day. And because I rescue animals and I refuse to live without them, I'm always in a state of having allergies. So it is key that you protect your eyes and that you actually get those benefits. Now, based on your medium skin tone, that was what I actually created my first product on, was my own skin. So my skin tone, and other eye products were just not doing what I needed them to do. They were not helping with the inflammation and the swelling under my eyes. They weren't helping with the dark, uneven skin that I was getting. And a lot of the times when I went out in the sun, I actually found that they caused rashes. I'd have reactions to them. My eye makeup wouldn't go on nicely over them. Either it would dry and flake halfway throughout the day, or it would kind of set in the creases that we have. And I didn't like that. So this cream for medium skin tones, my Juchy, is designed to combat all those things with us medium skin tone. Men and women, a lot of men love this cream. They pretend they don't. They hide it. But this is very popular with both men and women. But this product is key. It has the exact SPF protection that you need for a medium skin tone. Now, each cream is different. I have a much higher sun protection factor in my fair skin tone cream. Less in the medium, because I believe we're no different than plants. We need our sunshine. And we live in a world that's made us terrified on some level of the sun. And I simply can't live without it. It makes me happy. It makes my skin healthy. The sun can actually heal a variety of problems, including eczema, rashes, infections. So I want to promote that you do get that healthy sun exposure, but that you have that one eye cream that's going to protect it.
That takes me to that next question from Judy. She wants to know a little bit more about the key ingredients, vitamins. You mentioned vitamins and that SPF. So if you can tell us more about that. I guess it's different from one cream to another.
It is. Can you leave that question up just so I make sure I answer?
Yeah.
All of them? Okay. So my key ingredients vary depending on your skin tone. So I'd say some of my top key powerhouses in my Kavesi, which is for fair skin, would be my green coffee beans. We use organic green tea in there as well. We have custom juices that I actually blend in-house. Everything's made fresh in-house that we put into that Kavesi cream. We have juices that are designed for fair skin tones that are actually going to help brighten up your eye area, help with the redness. And each ingredient has a purpose. It's, like I said, I don't use water. These are highly concentrated formulas. Water is a filler that has very little purpose. If water was this wonder ingredient, then our showers would de-age us every single day. So we don't want the water. We want the green teas. We want the green coffee beans. We want all of those wonderful raw materials that are actually going to help you with your specific skin concerns. I also work with dragon's blood, which only grows on one island in the world. It is absolutely a powerhouse raw food. So that is put into my formulas. I work with chaga mushrooms, which are actually, I get them sourced here locally from the wild. They're fresh. They are non-genetically modified. They have not been sprayed. They grow in nature. And it's actually very good for the tree to remove it from the bark. So we use that. We use probiotics. We use coconut. So here we are all drinking our electrolytes. I'm jamming my eye cream full of them. So I would say those are some of my absolute favorite materials that I'm working with right now. Usnia, chaga mushrooms, dragon's blood, and a lot of stuff coming out of Africa. I'm in love with Africa, and the majority of my raw materials are sourced from small-scale organic farmers there and women's cooperatives as well. That is key to me. I've been on the ground over there. I've hand-selected where our raw materials come from. And they have just the most glorious butters and oils, I believe, on the planet. So everything from your typical well-known karaite butter from the shea nut tree to some of our more exotic oils. And we use everything from baobab to marula, even to chia. So those are some of my ingredients, but truthfully, I could go on for hours about ingredients because I love my apothecary.
And where do you source? You have a favorite place where you source, or it's all over the place, or?
Yeah, and I've been sourcing since my early 20s, so 20 years now. And
5 years ago.
Sorry?
5 years ago.
Oh, I wish. So the majority of my raw materials do come from Africa, and I make sure that we give back more than we take from the communities over there. We make sure we take care of those that are supplying us with those raw materials. And by going to the small scale organic farmers and the women's cooperatives, we're not only giving back and changing lives, but we're getting superior ingredients for our formulas. So what vitamins are in my cream? They're all in the cream, and they're in maximum quantities. So the one thing I learned 20 years ago when I was trying to find a face product was that the majority of the highly active ingredients that we so desperately love that are marketed on a package are actually in such a small amount, they're not delivering any benefits to us. So when a formula has a 0.1% or a 0.01% quantity of a vitamin, it is pointless in my opinion. And that has infuriated me, especially when it's used as a marketing. I'm trying to think of a nice way to put this, but a lot of people like to take a key ingredient and market it as their brand and what their formula represents, and yet there's not even enough in it to give you results. So we have vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin D, vitamin E. We have a full spectrum of nutrients. Anything that you would need to have a healthy diet internally, we're putting in your eye cream as well. And for SPF, now this is a hard one to talk about because it's a trade secret. The way I've done these things, my intellectual property has to be protected on some level because it is very unique how I've managed to come up with the SPF, but the SPF protection is coming from plants that have been scientifically proven to give you SPF protection without using cakey zinc oxide and things like that, which I just don't like. I don't want to look like I threw flour on my eyes. So I don't want it melting. I don't want it dripping throughout the day in my makeup. So I use natural plants, and I actually find they work even better. I have never burnt using our SPFs, and I use them on a lot of children. And it's the one thing that you can use on the fairest skinned child all over their face is this eye cream, and they simply will not burn. That's what we've found. So I think you can do it naturally. It's just taken me a long time to get it perfected. And I can't really list all the raw materials in it, but it's on the ingredients list.
Yeah, and the list is public. So one thing I wanted to ask you, because I think it's interesting that you share that with the audience, is the philosophy behind the brand. So this skin tone approach, which is very unique and very deep from what we can understand, because you have a very strong knowledge of what you're talking about. So where are you going next? I mean, right now we understand that we have to launch this officially, which is you're getting there. But where's the brand going? Are you going to be the expert in with skincare and body care? What's next for Virginia Stone?
So, like I said, I had built previous brands before this. This brand is my passion. This is my baby, and this was not built to be another good brand or even a great brand. I built this with a determination to be exceptional, to build the greatest sustainable brand, prove that a brand can have a soul, prove that you can give back more than you take, you can impact every level of the company, all the way from sourcing to production of that product. And to do that, I wanted to actually be able to be exceptional in my formulations, my design, my craftsmanship, and my brand itself and sustainability. So we will be launching more products, but right now we just want to come out to the market and really show that we are experts in eye cream and we are experts in cream in general, but that is going to grow as we move forward. The one thing that I really have done really well in my career is moisturizers, and those are my flagship products. Those are what people can't live without. Once you try it, it's really hard to go back to products that's not going to deliver you those same results. So eye creams first. We have 15 more SKUs coming. We have 5 more launches in each skin tone collection. We also have a bespoke personalization program coming, a full body line, and we are just about to start. For anyone who's listening, we do have a lot of people registered right now, but we could probably fit a few more in. We are about to do full case studies that are going to determine our next launch. I'm pretty close to deciding what I want it to be, but we want to get these products in the hands of our customers internationally, all over the world, and we want to get some feedback before I do this next launch, which is scheduled for late this fall, early winter.
Very, very nice. I'm coming back with, if you don't mind, one more question from Valerie. Dark circles. This is a thing. I'm in my 50s and I get pretty red circles and puffy eyes. So what's the drill?
All right. I've worked with a lot of dark circles, myself especially. And it is a constant battle sometimes, especially if you are exposing yourself to triggers that are causing them. So I don't believe that there are quick fixes. A lot of companies would like to tell you there are, but there's just not. You got to first break down what is causing the puffy eyes and the red circles or the dark circles that you're experiencing, and then we can combat that. But this eye cream has been used by a lot, specifically women, who have come to me and said, nothing's working. I've tried everything on the market. And they said, this eye cream is the first product to ever show them visible results. But that being said, I'm not going to say that it'll get rid of everybody's dark circles or puffy eyes. It's exceptional for puffy eyes. It actually will get rid of your swelling overnight. You wake up plump, hydrated. The ingredients that are actually in my formulas are designed to take the swelling out of the eyes and to increase the circulation and lymphatic drainage. That's key. We got to encourage that lymphatic drainage so we can get everything that's accumulating under your eyes out of it. But as long as you're exposing yourself to those triggers like I do every day, sleeping with rescue dogs and just being around them 24/7, it is something that I'm always going to fight. But I can say that my eye cream is the only thing that's ever helped me. It is, or else I probably have these very huge dark bags under my eyes without it. So it's my savior. And the one thing with this eye cream on top of that, being in your 50s, Valerie, is we can't get enough hydration. I'm from Canada, so obviously it's incredibly dry here, and it shows around the eyes really quickly. Our cream will give you that hydration, and it lasts all day. And when you use it as a night mask, even on your entire face, you wake up dewy and moist, even in the worst minus 30-degree climates like what I live in.
Nice tip. Well, thank you so much for this. And let me pull out, because a little bit of business situation, because we not only here just to talk about, I mean, we could talk forever about ingredients and skin tones and all, but there's a promo. So there's actually 2 promos. So if you buy 2, get 1 free. And we're talking about the very nice gift because they retail for $185. And the second one actually is that you can experience one of those creams depending on your skin tones. Very simple. That's 3 skin tones. So 3 options for $155 instead of $185. So don't have to worry about the code. It's already there. Automatically applies at checkout. So that was for the nitty gritty and the not so glamorous part of what we do, because we're here to, have this product in as many hands and under as many eyes as possible. Anything, Virginia, you want to add before we wish everybody a good end of the day?
Just a couple key things, because I do tend to have to explain this to each client that reaches out to me, because it's not explained very well on our website, which we're working on right now, which is this eye cream. Even though it is a little pricier, it's pricier because it's a concentrate. So the average eye product will last you a month, let's say 30 applications, sometimes 2 months. But this product gives our average client anywhere from 90 to 180 applications. A little bit goes a long way. If you're just using it on your eyes, you need a pea-size amount, melt it down, and massage it in. And this is another thing where I tend to be known for going against what I've been taught over the last 20 years. But this is another area in which I do not agree with the industry. I do not agree with the dab and tap method. I don't think it's logical. It's not doing anything for you. And I understand that the area around your eyes is highly delicate and sensitive, but you still need to keep pliability even more so in that skin. If you cannot pull your skin out and get a snapback effect, even in our older years, you should have a snapback effect. Part of that is massaging your skin. And so I tend to side with Chinese medicine and face massage. So when you apply this cream, I can't do it right now because I'll smear my mascara all over my face, but you go like this, and I say massage, and I massage my eyes for anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. And I'm not delicate, and I haven't been delicate for 20 years, and it works. It works to move that skin around, to encourage lymphatic drainage, to get the oxygen flowing. Our eyes aren't as delicate as we've been told they are when it comes to the skin itself. And the more you massage it, the healthier your eyes are going to actually look, and the deeper the cream can penetrate into the layers of your epidermis. So massage is key, especially around the eyes. And then you can work trigger point areas as well that also help with inflammation. So when you work in these trigger points and then you push down under your eyes, once you've applied that cream, that's gonna help even more. So those are just some key things about using our product, because if you receive it and you try to dab and tap it, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna give you the results you want, and you're gonna be confused by its dense consistency, because it's just like a beautiful whipped meringue, and you gotta break it down, which takes a second, and then you apply it, and you literally can put your makeup on without a secondary primer right over top, and it'll make your makeup last all day. It won't crack, it won't flake, it won't bleed, it won't run. So we have makeup artists who swear by it for that reason as well.
Very nice. Well, thank you for this. We love having different schools and different, schools of thought. So that's wonderful. So this is it. Our time is up. So Virginia, that was the first one for us, and we're gonna have you here anytime soon. I mean, we're gonna discuss it behind the scenes to have you here again, and organize another discussion that could be more of a discussion type of thing. And thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing knowledge and your amazing approach with us. We love it. And we're going to wish you a good end of the day. And we talk to you guys soon. So
Thank you,
Virginia. Good night.
Thank you, everyone.
And everybody else, stay safe and be well. That's all we want to do. We want you to be well and safe. And we're going to see you. The next one we have is next Thursday, and it's going to be with James Hammett with Masami Hair. Another wonderful story. This one is going to make us travel to Japan. This is where they source the amazing algae that they put in their beautiful, beautiful hair products. So, Virginia, thank you so much again. Have a wonderful end of the day, and we talk to you guys soon. Au revoir.
Thank you.
Good night.